In today's video, we are making a classic model of bat in a classic color, so stick around, you ain't gonna want to miss it. Hello friends and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I make baseball bats in my garage and I document the process and put it here on YouTube. If you are not new here, you will realize that I am still not in my garage. My wife and I are still trying to find a place, so for the time being, I am still in my father's garage, but I will not be complaining because his garage is very nice. In today's video, we are making a classic bat. We are going to do a standard 110 model. A 110 is just a basic bat. It has a medium-sized handle with a pretty decent-sized barrel, and it's a pretty balanced bat overall. It's easy for just about anyone to swing, from the power guys, the contact guys, and everything in between. They can all swing a 110 generally pretty easily. But today's bat was a commission that someone reached out about, and they said they wanted a 33-inch bat, and they just wanted a classic red colorway with a gold logo on there. So that is what we are doing today. We are doing a 33-inch 110 model, and we are going to do a red barrel, natural handle with a gold logo. So stick around, and we'll get right into carving this one. So carving went pretty good. I think overall, I'm really happy with the shape of this one. It's a little bit rough, but that's kind of to be expected when you're hand turning these things. So now we get to do probably my least favorite part, sanding. So sanding is super easy when it's on the lathe. So all you have to do is turn on the lathe and put the sandpaper on there, and it's pretty basic. But to really get a good finish on your bats after you are done sanding on the lathe, you're going to want to go back and sand with the grain. If you just keep it on the lathe, you're going to get some lines in there from the sandpaper sanding against that grain. So going back with the grain ensures that those small little lines, the small grooves get out of there, and you get a good finish. So just a tip if you're going to do this yourself. And after sanding, it's pretty simple. Now all we're going to do is we're going to tape off the barrel from the handle. Doing this is a little tricky at first, but all you have to do is just keep the tension on the side of the tape that you are wanting straight, and it's pretty easy. You'll see in this clip. And now that that tape is on there and it is straight, all we're going to do is put some coats of paint on it. And now that we have a few coats of paint on there and they're looking really nice, all we're going to do is we're going to cut out some logos. We're going to put on the logo. We're going to put a little bit of finish over top of it to hold everything in place, and then we're going to cut off the ends. All right, I am really happy with how this one is turning out, but it is just a tad heavy, which is to be expected on a bat that is uncupped. Sometimes you can get it pretty close to a drop 3 without a cup, but having that cup kind of takes a little bit of weight out of the barrel, makes it feel a little more balanced and easier to swing. So we are going to cup this bat. I am going to use the cupping jig that I made myself with a router. If you're interested in how to cup your own bats, I made a separate video going over my router jig. So check that video out if you're curious. All right, so after painting, putting on logos, putting on finish, chopping off the ends, and cupping the bat, we are left with this, and I am super happy with this one. I forgot to mention earlier that this is birch wood, so this is going to hold up pretty well. It's pretty dense and hard like maple, but is able to take a little bit of a beating like some ash bats. So overall, I'm super thrilled with this one. That gold logo really looks great on this one. If you have watched some of my prior videos, you will know that I usually burn the cup pretty bad. With a router, it just doesn't have the same torque, so you can't really push down all that hard, so you do tend to burn the cup quite a bit. But I did not burn this one. I think I got a little bit lucky with some pressure, and maybe I'm just getting a little better at it. But I did not burn the cup on this one. So this is not a very deep cup, but it's not burnt and it looks pretty good. So I'm super thrilled about that. There's the other end. I chopped that off and added a little bit of finish on the knob. But this one is really, really clean. And I think this one might be one of the cleanest ones I've ever done. So I'm super thrilled with the way this one turned out. I love red and gold. It looks super cool, kind of classic colors. So if you enjoyed this video and you like these colors, please let me know in the comments. It means a lot to know that people like these videos. If you did enjoy this video, maybe check out some of my other videos. I made a handful now at this point, and I'm very grateful for everyone that watches through the end of these. So thanks a ton for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.